Good morning, dear students. Hope you all are doing fine and keeping good health. Kindly take care, stay home, study well, learn the lessons well. And today's session, we will be discussing the solutions to the model question paper for the reduced syllabus. Hi, welcome back. Welcome back to the online classes. And today we will be discussing the solutions for the preparatory exam which was conducted by the Department of PUE in the month of April, and you had also written a preparatory exam. The paper was prepared by us, and we will be finding in today's session the solution to the preparatory paper question paper given by the PUE department. So let's get started and let's check out the objectives of this particular session. And in today's session, we will be discussing the solutions to the preparatory question paper examination, that is April 21, for the reduced syllabus. So let's get started and let's check out the question paper with 1 mark questions. So here we have second PUC preparatory examination April 2021 computer science, and here are the 10 questions which you need to attend all. So the first question here is expand ISA, write the standard symbol for NAND gate. ISA is industrial standard architecture. Then I will be discussing how to draw the standard symbol for NAND gate. Then third question is what is meant by primitive data structures? What is a stack? What is function overloading? Define inheritance. What is the use of private access specifier? What is pointer? What is database? And define primary key. As you observe here, there are no questions asked from SQL and web designing. So the last two questions are asked from database concepts. So let's find the solution for all the 1 mark question. You need to carefully solve all 1 mark question from all the chapters because all questions are compulsory. You will not have any choice. So you need to attend all the questions. So let's find the solution. Let's discuss first 4 questions. Expand ISA. Write the standard symbol for NAND gate. What is meant by primitive data structure and what is a stack? So let us expand ISA. ISA stands for Industrial Standard Architecture. Industrial Standard Architecture. This question has been asked from chapter number 1, that is typical configuration. The next question is what write the standard symbol for NAND gate. The standard symbol for NAND gate is, as you can see here, so you can see the NAND gate. A AND gate followed by a bubble. So AND gate followed by bubble. So here we have two inputs X and Y. The output will be X, Y complement. The next question is what is primitive data structure? Primitive data structure andre enu? So as we know that data structures we have two types, primitive and non-primitive. So primitive means they can be directly manipulated by machine instructions. Direct agi machine instructions inda manipulate ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ that type of data structures are called primitive data structures. So in primitive data structures we have int, float, char, long, double, all these comes under the category of primitive data structures. The fourth question is what is stack? So stack andre enu? Stack is what? It's a ordered collection of data elements. It is a ordered collection of data elements. So here, as we know that any operations in our static madidre, it will be performed at the same end, and that end is called top of the stack. So a stack is a ordered collection of data elements or data items where the operations andre enu, addition irbodu or deletion, adding new elements or deleting elements from the stacks are done at the same end, and that end is called top. And stack follows LIFO ordering. What do we mean by LIFO? LIFO andre last in first out. Last in first out andre enu? The last element added will be the first element to be deleted. ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಯಾವ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವೋ ಅದೇ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಫೈನ್ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ? ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ 4 ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಐಎಸ್ಎ ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಐಎಸ್ಎ ಏನು? ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಸ್ಲಾಟ್. ಸೊ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ಕಿಟೆಕ್ಚರ್. Then we have write the standard symbol for NAND gate. NAND is nothing but complemented AND gate. So ಒಂದು AND gate ಅನ್ನ complement ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ we will get a NAND gate. And then we have the third question is what is meant by primitive data structures. So primitive data structures andre ಏನು? They are directly manipulated by machine instructions, or they are directly manipulated by machine instructions. All inbuilt data types andre int, float, char, long, all these are primitive only. The fourth question is what is a stack? Stack andre enu? Stack is a ordered collection of data elements where the operations andre adding new element or deleting a new element, okay, it is done at the same end, and that end is called top of the stack. And stack ಇದೆಯಲ್ವಾ ಅದು it works on a ordering called LIFO. LIFO ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? Last in first out. So let's take up the next set of one more questions, and let us discuss question number 5, 6 and 7. So the question number 5 is what is function overloading, and define inheritance. What is the purpose of private access specifier? So let's answer each question one by one. Let us take up the first question, function overloading. Function overloading andre ಏನು? Function overloading, as it's a part of programming in C++, second chapter, member functions and function overloading. Function overloading andre ಏನು? Function overloading andre many functions, ಒಂದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ functions, they will share a same name, but they differ in number of arguments or the data type used in the arguments. So function overloading, it implements the concept of polymorphism. Polymorphism ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು OOP ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕಲಿತೀವಿ, ಆ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅದು C++ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು with the help of function overloading and operator overloading. So for your syllabus you will be discussing only function overloading. So function overloading andre ಏನು? Function overloading means two or more functions, ಎರಡು ಅಥವಾ ಎರಡಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ functions have same name. So ಎರಡು ಅಥವಾ ಎರಡಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ functions ಗೆ same name ಇರುತ್ತೆ, and they differ in the number of arguments. ಅದು ಡಿಫರ್ ಹೇಗಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆರ್ ದ ಡಾಟಾ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ That is how a function is overloaded. Many functions have the same name and they change with the number of arguments and the data types used in the arguments. For example, add ಅಂತ ಮೂರು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. One add will add two integers and another add function we can write another add function to add two float values. So similarly another add function which can be used to add three integers. One will add two integers, other will add two float values, the other will add three integers. That means we are changing the data types 2, 2 and 3. There are two functions with same number of arguments, that is 2, 2 ಇದೆ. There we are changing data type. ಎರಡು ಇಂಟಿಜರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಎರಡು ಫ್ಲೋಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಇನ್ಹೆರಿಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಇನ್ಹೆರಿಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಇನ್ಹೆರಿಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅಕ್ವೈರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ existing object in a new object ಅಥವಾ one object into another object. ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇನ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಕ್ವೈರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಓವರ್ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್. So let's get started and let's go through the next question, that is define inheritance. So inheritance is the capability of acquiring one class properties in another. So you can write many different definitions. The other definition you can write is creating a new class from an existing class, or we reuse the properties. The available class can be used, the properties of available class can be used and a new class can be created. The new class will have all the properties of the existing class and its own properties. So anyways, inheritance is the capability of one class to inherit the properties from another class. So what is the use of private access specifier? So as we know that there are three access specifiers supported in C++: private, public and protected. Private means the data members can be accessed only by within the class, that is only by the member functions. So the data members defined under private cannot be accessed outside the class. So private members means the data can be accessed only by the member functions within the class. So members declared under private are accessible only within the class. Outside the class it's not possible. So this is about function overloading, inheritance and private access specifier. Function overloading andre defining two or more functions with the same name but they differ with the number of arguments or the data types used in the arguments. Inheritance is a capability of what? Acquiring the properties of one object in another object, athwa capability to inherit the properties of one class in another. So what is the private access specifier? So the use of private access specifier is, so when members are defined with the private access specifier, they can be accessed only within the class. They are not accessed outside the class. So this is about the question number 5, 6, 7. Let's move on with question number 8, 9 and 10. So here we have question number 8, that is what is pointer. Question number 9 is what is database, and then 10 is define primary key. So what is a pointer? So as we know that pointer stores the address of another variable, so which makes the program execution faster. So pointer is a variable which holds the address. That means it generally tells the location of another variable in memory. Like when you send map ಇಂದ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀರಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ, that tells where exactly you are. So similarly, pointer stores the address of the location where the another variable is stored in the memory. ಸೊ ಮೆಮೊರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ನ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಲೊಕೇಶನಿಗೆ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಅಂತಾನು ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅದು ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟರ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಾಟಾಬೇಸ್? ಡಾಟಾಬೇಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಡಾಟಾಬೇಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಾಜಿಕಲಿ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಡಾಟಾ organized in a way that can be easily accessed, manipulated and updated. So database kelsa enu? Database ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is nothing but it's a collection of what? Collection of related data. So bari collection ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, database is a collection and the data is organized, it is arranged. So it's arranged in a way that can be easily accessed, managed and updated. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಡಾಟಾನ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಮ್ಯಾನಿಪುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇದೆಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೆ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಡಾಟಾಬೇಸ್. ಸೊ ಡಾಟಾಬೇಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಾಜಿಕಲಿ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಡಾಟಾ, ಅಥವಾ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಇಂಟರ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಡಾಟಾ ಅಂತಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟರ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಡಾಟಾ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಡಾಟಾ ಈಸ್ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಡ್. ಡಾಟಾ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ನಾವು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಡಾಟಾನ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಸಹ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಕೀ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಕೀ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಒಂದು ಟೇಬಲನ್ನು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಆ ಟೇಬಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂಥ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ರೋನ ಯೂನಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಕೀ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಕೀ ಈಸ್ ದ ಕೀ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂನಿಕ್ಲಿ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಈಚ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಟೇಬಲ್. ಒಂದು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ನಂಬರ್, ನೇಮ್, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, ಫೀಸ್, ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಈಚ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ he or she is identified by the roll number, unique number. ಯೂನಿಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಯಾವ್ದು ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಥವಾ ದ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ನಂಬರ್. ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಯೂನಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯೂನಿಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು ಡಾಟಾ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಕೀ that will help us to do this. So this is about the question number 8, 9 and 10. So what is a pointer? Pointer ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? It stores the address of another variable. So what is a database? Database is a collection of interrelated ಅಥವಾ logically related data. And the data is organized. ಹೇಗೆ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಯಾಕೆ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? It allows user to access the data easily and then manage ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಡಾಟಾನ, and also we can update. ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಕೀ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಕೀ ನಮಗೆ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಯೂನಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಸೊ ಒಂದು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ನ ಒಂದು ರೋನ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಬಿಲ್ ನಂಬರ್, ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ನಂಬರ್, ಸ್ಟಾಫ್ ನಂಬರ್, ಇದು ಯಾವುದು ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಯಾವ್ದು ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗದೇ ಇರೋ ಕಾರಣದಿಂದ ನಾವು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ರೋನ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ 1 mark questions. Let's move on to the 2 mark questions. So part B, answer any 5. As you can see, there are 8 questions asked, out of which you need to answer any 5. ಈಚ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೀಸ್, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಗೂ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ 5 ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಆಯಿತು. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸಿ ಹೌ ದ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ಡ್. ಒಂದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಟಿಪಿಕಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್ ಇಂದ. ಒಂದು ಬೂಲಿಯನ್ ಆಲ್ಜಿಬ್ರಾದಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಊಪ್ ಇಂದ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಒಂದು ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಂದ, ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಹೆರಿಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ, ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟರ್, ಒಂದು ಡಾಟಾ ಫೈಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಲಿಂಗ್, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಡಾಟಾ ಬೇಸ್ ಇಂದ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಸೊ we have one question from typical configuration, one from boolean algebra, one from OOP, one from constructor and destructors, one from inheritance, one each from pointer and data file handling, and the last question in one is asked from DBMS, database concept ಇಂದ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Let's find the answer. Let's see how we can answer. ಈ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ let us take up question number 11 and 12. Name the types of motherboard. Motherboard ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ? ಸೊ ಮದರ್ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ XT ಇದೆ, AT ಇದೆ, ATX ಇದೆ, ಬೇಬಿ AT ಇದೆ. XT ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡೆಡ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ. ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಏನು ಬೇಡ, ನೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ದ ನೇಮ್ಸ್ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. XT extended technology, AT advanced technology, ATX combination of XT and AT ಅಂದ್ರೆ advanced technology extended. Then we have baby AT. Baby AT is baby advanced technology. So ಈ ತರ there are 4 types of motherboards. Next we have prove. Algebraically x plus y is equal to x plus y ANDed with x plus z is equal to x plus y plus z. So ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? Let us see. So here first we will multiply. So xy and xz. ಸೊ XY ಆಮೇಲೆ XZ ನ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ x into x, xx, x into xz will be xz, and then y into x is nothing but xy. So we have idempotence law. ಅದೇನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ? yx is equal to xy, xy is equal to yx. So we can apply that. Then y into z is equal to yz. Now, so ಇದು ಎರಡರೊಳಗೂ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿ, so before that we will apply the idempotence law, that is x ANDed with x is equal to x. x ANDed with x is equal to x plus xz ಇರುತ್ತೆ. xy ಮತ್ತೆ xz ಹಾಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲೂ x ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೂ x ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೂ x ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಕಾಮನ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್. ಸೊ ಕಾಮನ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ನ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ x ಇರೋದು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಸೊ 1 ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. xz ಅಲ್ಲಿ x ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಿದೆ, z ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. xy ಅಲ್ಲಿ x ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, y ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ yz ನ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ, yz ಹಾಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಆಸ್ ವಿ ನೋ ದಟ್ 1 plus x is 1. Again 1 plus y is again 1. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಹೇಗೆ ಬಂತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ we will be applying properties of Boolean theorem. 1 plus x is equal to 1 ಅಥವಾ x plus 1 is equal to 1. ಸೊ 1 plus z is equal to 1 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Again 1 plus y is equal to 1 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So you can see here 1 plus x is equal to 1, 1 plus z is equal to again 1. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? 1 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. yz ನ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ. ಸೊ then we have x ANDed with 1 is x. x ANDed with 1 is x. Anything multiplied to 1 is the same. So x ಬರುತ್ತೆ x plus yz. So as we know that, so x plus y is equal ANDed with y plus z is equal to x plus y. Hence LHS is equal to RHS. It has been proved. Hope you have understood. Innonsati, I will just explain how we got the answer, how we can prove this. So here we have x plus y ANDed with x plus z is equal to x plus yz. Let us take the LHS. LHS andre idu. Okay. So we will multiply x plus y with x plus z. So x into x is xx. X into z is xz. Then y into x is yx or xy. Both are same. Yx na xy na yx baribodu, yx na xy baribodu. Interchange ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So we can shuffle, no problem. Then we have yz. Y multiplied by z is yz. So we have got the answer. Now as you can see here, here also there is x, here also x, here also there is x. So as all the three expression has one x in common, we will apply factoring method. Factoring method ಅನ್ನು apply ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ x ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. x ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ x ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ 1 ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತು. xz ಅಲ್ಲಿ x ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ z and xy ಅಲ್ಲಿ x ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ y. Now as we have one properties of x which says that 1 plus x ಅಥವಾ x plus 1 is equal to 1. ಅದನ್ನೇ apply ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. 1 plus z is equal to 1. 1 plus y is equal to 1. So we will get 1. yz ಹಾಗೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ. Then we have another theorem, properties of 0 and 1 ಅಲ್ಲಿ, which says that x ANDed with 1 is equal to x. 0 ANDed with 1 ಆದರೆ again 0 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. x1 ಇದ್ರೆ 1 ANDed with 1 is 1. So we can say that x ANDed with 1 is equal to x. So this will be 1 x ಬರುತ್ತೆ, yz ಹಾಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಫರ್ದರಿಂಗ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. So x plus yz, we have got the answer. Hence we have proved x plus y ANDed with y plus x plus z is equal to x plus yz. Hope you have understood this. Algebraic method. Truth table, they have not asked. Let's take up the next question. What is class and object? What is constructor? Mention its type. So what is class? Class andre enu? So generally we study that it's a blueprint of the object, or class, it's a way of grouping the objects having similar characteristics. As we know that the common characteristics of many objects are defined using a class anta ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. The other definition we can say that is, class definition is a process of naming a class and the data variables, and also we can define the interface or the operations to the class. Object is a collection of data members and member function. It is a identifiable entity. What is a constructor? Constructor is a special member function which will have same name as the class name. What is the use of a constructor? A constructor, it is used to initialize an object. So ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ ಗೆಟ್ಸ್ ಆಟೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ ವೆನ್ ಎ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅದು ಆಟೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. There are 3 types of constructors, namely default constructor, parameterized constructor and copy constructor. So 3 types ಇದೆ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ: ಡಿಫಾಲ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್, ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ and ಕಾಪಿ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್. 3 types ಇದೆ. So dear students, hope you have understood today's session. Today's session only the preparatory paper which has given by department, we are finding the solutions for that. Today's class we solved 1 mark questions and 2 mark questions. Hope you have understood today's session, and kindly study well, keep yourself safe. God bless you all with good health. Have a great day ahead. Thanks for your patience listening. God bless you.